little chill around here today. Doing some iPad room sketch. Noodle time. You guys know what noodling is? Oh, I'm doing good, man. I think we were talking about some mass, like a shooting in Texas, and I was. All right, Heat. We'll see you soon. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate all the help as always. So will you be on later? But yeah, we were talking about something that was really, I guess it's controversial. So it's a little quiet in here. Like you're coming in here and you're like, "What's up, man?"
Hey, how's it going, guys? Well, that color looks bizarre on there. Huh. Man, the color of that, of the robot, my sketch looks so weird in the camera. It's like oversaturated or something. So how you doing tonight, Cross? Good to see you in here, man. Let's see here. Let's see if I can mess with this just a little bit. know, but that camera does not like those reds, that's for sure. Weird. Let's see here. Just go with that. Looks decent. Just moved for school, so just getting everything set up. All right, on. Stream all your assignments. That's cool. What are you studying, Cross? Oh, sequential entertainment art. Where at? Where are you or where are you going to school at? Dragon Lord, what's up? Always good to see you here. Mostly comics, though. I'm going to... Oh, you're going to the Joe Kubert school. Oh, that's sweet, dude. That's awesome. That's going to be great. Oh, yeah, I missed you on purpose, Prince. I was doing it. I was humbling you a little bit. I'm just kidding. That's not true. I just totally missed it, man. You know why? It's because your name is in red on my screen up here, and my name is in red on the screen up there, and I thought it was my name. So I apologize for that, man. I'm not ignoring you. With Dragon Lord here, I saw something about played 3 War Machine games. I'm assuming you meant won them all. That's cool. Not geeked out from Pokemon stuff. I love you too, bud. Yeah, wow, Cross, that's gonna be sweet, man. That's super cool. Yeah, I'm doing good tonight, man. I had a bit of a rough ending to my work today, but it all ended up working out nicely. A friend of mine invited me and my family over to have dinner at their house, so got to see some old friends, so that was nice. Kind of mellowed me out after a bit of a rough ending to my day. I think Prince Motley can be humbled. Or can't, you mean? Yeah. Hey, what's up, Junior Moon? How you doing? Oh, you lost them all. Oh, that's a bummer, Dragon Lord. You think being humble's beyond your reach? Yeah, you typing too fast there, Dragon Lord. I do that plenty of times. Yeah, it's Cross. It's just it wasn't my day. It's just actually my immediate boss kind of had a bit of a rough end to his day, and I was trying to help support him take care of a situation, and anyways, it turned out to be okay. We got stuff handled, but it was rough. So, anyways, but yeah, I guess you could say his boss is the demanding client. But it's all good. Oh yeah, do you have some tight deadlines or something like that, Prince? Yeah, I want to take this design a little bit further, and then I'm gonna go back. I want to get my mech done tonight. I did draw a little bit more on my mech, Dragon Lord, by the way, just so you know. Oh, wrong sketchbook. So I have it pretty much to a spot where I like it a lot. I just need to clean all the lines up now. I need to get the guns placed in there, and I got his feet placed well. I still think I might change his upper body part. And if I can, I'm hoping that I can get that cleaned up pretty quick. Get that sent off to Jeff, and then I'd like to color my spaceship. Yes, mech. He said the magic word. Oh, you have a test in 12 hours? Ugh. What's the test for, Motley? For stuff at work or school? Actually, I didn't know you were doing school stuff. Hey, what's up? Oh, man, your name is in a weird color that I can barely see. Oh, Earthmuck, hey. How you doing, man? Your name on my chat up there is like that really nasty green that I can barely see on the screen. And Cyrus is here. What's up, Cyrus? How you doing? You know what? Let me make sure. Oh, you're doing a master's program. Oh, yeah. How come you're getting your master's? Is that, do you get like better pay at your work or something like that? I know in design, if you get your master's, it's like a waste of money, pretty much. They go by, they go more by experience than your degree, unless you want to teach. If you want to teach at like most colleges, you have to have a master's degree. Except for like at Art Center, you don't have to have a master's. I think because that's a private college. Well, in fact, I know it is. And they get really good professors there at Art Center though, because they get people that are working in the industry versus people that just have a paper degree. There's a big dilemma about that, especially in design school. I know that's not the case for other majors. You know, a lot of times a master's helps out. Is this on? This is slightly crooked here. There we go. Let's see. I'm glad to catch you online. Oh, thanks, Cyrus. Yeah, Z-Dog is here too, man. Right on. What's up, Z-Dog? You need to do so you can sign off on audits and things. Yeah, that makes sense. Been awake since 3 a.m. You need to do it for your career path. Yeah, legally. I can understand that. Oh, I totally agree with you 100%, Cross. I think it all has to do with the way colleges build their system. And like, I think if it's, I believe, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, if it's like if it's not a private college, like if it's a state college or a university, I think you have to have teachers in there with a master's degree. And if you have a private college, then you can kind of do whatever you want. Which Art Center is a private college, so they can hire industry professionals to come in and teach everybody, which is what they have done. That's kind of the way they run it. So you have the teachers that come in and teach have firsthand experience, in the entertainment industry. So they're teaching what the industry wants and needs. Whereas at like some of these other state colleges, I'm not knocking them. And some of the teachers do have experience, but I've met plenty that they went on to just get the degree but never got the experience, and they go and teach because that's what the state says that you have to do. And it's just, I don't think you get as a good of an education versus somebody that is in the industry like you're talking about. And I'm talking about specifically about the design industry, because I know that's not true for other majors. Shoot, what do I do with my eraser? This is the one thing that stinks about working traditionally. You always misplace your art supplies. See who else. I think, yeah, it is the stuff that students need to know. And then Boricua for life. How you doing, man? Oh, yeah, I'm the one in Elliot's stream all the time. We've kind of become decent friends, man. Yeah, I love. He looked pretty tired the other day when he left his stream, man. That's why I wrote in his stream, I'm like, dude, don't burn yourself out. I've done that before. I'll just grab this eraser. So you've been following me on Instagram for a long time, huh? That's cool. Thanks for the follow, man. So did you see my post tonight that I was going live on Twitch or something? Well, you can see how good so many self-taught artists are. Well, yeah, I mean, really, Prince, there are, I mean, I don't know if you're being sarcastic with that comment. I have met some pretty good self-taught artists. In fact, that the Boricua that's in my chat, he follows a guy named Jerkmonger, and I know I've mentioned about him in here. And he's in the comic industry, and he's self-taught. No, you weren't. Okay, right on. Yeah, no, there are some really good self-taught artists out there. There's no doubt about it. I will say that I think that they have a harder road, as much as schooling. Like right now, to me, my opinion on it is I really haven't formed a solid opinion anymore, because I think I got an excellent education in Art Center because I got a lot of people in there that were, in the industry, and they pushed you so hard that you had to get good, or else you wouldn't be able to compete with your class. And so I think there's that healthy competition between students, and also that the risk of getting a bad grade, and sometimes that's not a motivation for people, and some people don't work good in those types of environments. But And actually, I probably don't for the most part, but until I got into something that I really loved and liked, that's when I really took off and I got really a lot better at my trade. And that school pushed me harder than if I'd have tried to learn everything on my own. So, you know, it's and there's people out there that have gotten really good because they've studied and they've been able to meet people along the way and that have helped them, you know. So that's him. Right on. Well, thanks for coming in, Borica. I appreciate that. So what I'm working on, I don't know, you probably have been seeing my Instagram. So this is my my card deck. I'm working on a playing card deck. I'll just show you some of the finished pieces that I've got. So this is like, right now what I'm working on is this is the Ace of Clubs. So you can see it's in the shape of the clubs. And this is the Ace of Hearts. And then I've got the Ace of Spades. So what I'm doing right now is I'm drawing these out, I'm cleaning up all the final artwork, and then I'll take it and then I ink the final stuff. So if you see that card right below my picture there, that's kind of a Jack of Clubs that I put together, and that's using this guy, but I ended up going back and inking him and this here, which is an engine detail. But now I went back and inked the 41 Willies, and then also that centerpiece as well. So this is what all this stuff that I'm working on. And I usually work on my card deck for the first half of my stream, and then the second half I usually do some type of concept thing, like I've been drawing spaceships or robots. I did this like a kind of Boba Fett scene a little bit ago, so I bounce around to a few things, but this is kind of my main focus because I'm going to be launching a Kickstarter campaign on it. So let me catch up with chat here where I leave off. Oh, you meant practice and experience can go so far. Yeah, that's true. Learning from them is great. Yeah, for sure. I think it depends on the way you learn. Teachers have a big part in it, though. Oh, yeah, for sure. I think teachers really do have a big part in it. Education is a good learning about deadlines and how you work. Yeah. I would say that the deadlines were so crazy a lot of times at Art Center that by the time you come out of that college, you're so conditioned to this almost this extremely high stress environment. So when you actually get into a career, it almost becomes a breath of fresh air. Like, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have to finish this like in that small amount of time. So really, it's like I call it a med school for artists. They push you hard. I know that when I was there, it had a pretty high dropout rate. A lot of people couldn't handle the stress. But it all depends on what your motivation is. I think some people went there not really knowing what they wanted, and when they found out that it was so high stress that they're like, forget this. I'm gonna go do something else. But I had a different motivation. I loved the stress and I loved getting pushed really, really hard. So, oh yeah, you still got to self-teach yourself. Absolutely. In school, yeah, there's a lot of self-teaching. I think that while I was at Art Center, it pushed me really hard and I got to a point. But then, when I went out in the career world, I still have to continue that pushing to make my skills better. There's plenty of areas that I need to work on my skills. Absolutely. So I should have it allows you to really focus. Yeah, and you don't have the distractions when you're in school. I think your learning curve really slows down when you're out of school because you're not just focused on that. You have to focus on a lot of other things in life. Oh, thanks, man. You like that black car? Yeah, I have some. Well, I went to school for car design, Boricua, and so my mechanical skills got pushed really, really good. But see, like, my character skills are not all that great. I know human proportions, and I can get by drawing like, people and stuff. But if it comes to designing a character, I'm not so good at it. That makes a lot of sense. I know work. Oh, you work a lot better under stress. Yeah. Even when I was playing baseball, I felt better with 2 strikes than 1. Or none at all. That's interesting. Yeah. That's a good way of looking at it. Alright, I'm going to get moving on this drawing here. I want to try to get it done tonight. And then that way I can start inking on the next... Actually, I'm hoping... Actually, I wanted to have this drawing done by tonight. So I could have inked it tonight, but I did not. Didn't pull it off. But yeah, right now, I mean, my kids, just the... Oh, sorry guys. My kids have so many resources at their hands, for like learning art and design. I mean, when I was a kid, there was very, very little out there. Obviously you didn't have the internet, so you couldn't get on and search stuff. The only stuff you ever saw was in books. And then, like the only really design books I had, in fact, I still have them, is I had some old design books from, I want to say Empire Strikes Back. And, that was when concept artwork was, most people didn't even know what the heck concept artwork meant back then. And but now, man, my kids can watch so many video tutorials for free. Even Twitch like this. To have access to an artist, to a professional artist is just, it's amazing. If people want to get on and talk to some great professionals, they can. So yeah, it's just amazing. And the only way I could come up with inspiration, even when I was in school, I had to like find old photos that people would take of senior shows. And then the internet started getting a little bit better here and there, and I remember seeing some of the first digital painting guys would have been like Craig Mullins. He went by the name of Goodbrush. And that guy's stuff is still amazing today. He was kind of one of the first digital artists I ever saw, and still today his stuff is some of the most amazing digital art I've ever seen. Thanks, Boricua. Yeah, there's so much stuff for free anymore. Realized a few years ago I needed to be a lot more detailed with my vehicle starship designs. Oh, you found blueprints of the Star Trek ships. Oh, right on, yeah. Yeah, that'll probably have a ton of good details. Good days to be an artist, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it does help with isolation. I think what I found streaming for myself was it's helped me to produce more artwork. Like when I know that I have to stream and I know that people are talking with me and watching me, and I guess I really don't get like motivated by having people in my chat, but it just gives me that block of time that I can start to create and talk with people, and I do enjoy that. And so I found that it's really motivated me to produce more artwork. And the reason I got on here was because of this card deck, because I wanted to promote it as much as possible. But it's been an interesting experience, because I just thought, oh, a lot of people will come over and probably watch my stream from Instagram, you know, but I found that that's not true. I mean, obviously, like Barriqua is. I know that James Mundy, another guy that comes to my stream quite often, found me on Instagram. There's a few, but I would say it's very few. It's like, so coming to Twitch is like starting all over again with social media. It's like starting a new account and something. So that's been just interesting to me. But it's all been enjoyable. I've loved it all. I've loved getting to know a lot of new people, and I love the fact that I get to talk to chat while I do this stuff. It's fun. Gotten to know, a whole bunch of different artists just on here too. Well, the one thing I should have done with this is probably add a little bit more. Yes, Craig Mullins is insanely good. His stuff is just mind-blowing, man. All right, take care, Prince. Thanks for stopping by, man. Good luck with your test, by the way. Yeah, Craig Mullins. I don't think he posts as much as he used to, but man, I don't know if anybody in my stream that hasn't seen Craig Mullins. I think his website is still up, called goodbrush.com. In fact, I'll put it up. Oh yeah, Dragon Lord, you're on Tumblr. That's right. I think I knew that. And the funny thing is my Instagram account is attached to Tumblr. So is that how you found me, Dragon Lord? Was through Tumblr? Let me get on here and look for. I'm gonna give you guys the link to this guy. Yeah, it's still up. I mean, this guy's stuff is so good. And that guy's got lighting dialed. He's got everything dialed, man, in his stuff. Yeah, I think you're probably right, Cross. He inspired a ton of people. No, the logarithm thing is kind of weird. Because he's my favorite artist. Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying, Boricua. I hate that. Yeah, I've tried to up my posts quite a bit on Instagram, partly because of that. Found in the mech tag. Oh, right on. Well, that's good to know that it reached all the way to Tumblr. That's awesome. So had you been on Twitch before, Dragon Lord? Alright, let's Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, Killer Ogre. I think I'm gonna open my door. Oh, it's getting hot in here. I almost feel like I did that other Ace of Hearts and I added a slight perspective to it. I don't know. Let me take a look at something real quick. Can't really do it too much to this. Hey, Just Folio! Thanks, man! That's awesome. You calling it a night, bud? Just Folio is in the house. If anybody doesn't know who Just Folio is, he's another great concept artist. Does a lot of environment stuff. And he knows his perspective stuff pretty well, too. Some people said that the logarithm would kind of bring the good artists to the top, but I don't think that's completely true. Yeah, there's some artists that are great. I think what my problem is that I think I've gone through most of Instagram, at least I feel like I have, that I've got like most of the people that I really, really want to watch. And then, yeah, if you hit like that, what is it, the magnifying glass or whatever, and then I think it's supposed to suggest stuff. So... supposed to be able to find good people through that, but I don't know. It's a hit and miss. I think it seems like it kind of bases off of what you follow. So obviously I follow a lot of like hot rod stuff and artists. So it kind of, if it falls in kind of that category, they group it in there. So I have found some pretty good people that way though. Oh, Earthmuck. Let's see. How many cards have I done so far? I think the only ones that I've completely finished is the aces. I've only done 2 aces and then the 1 jack of hearts, and then I've done the back of the cards. And I think I'm going to finish this ace and then I'll do the other ace after that. So that would be the ace of... the ace of diamonds, and then somewhere in there I need to get the card box done, and then once I get that done, I'm going to then I'll probably launch it on Kickstarter. So this is the back of the cards here, so I just need to flip all that stuff and get it all set up. But yeah, so I need to do, after I finish this club, or I'm sorry, ace, then I'll do one more ace and then the card box. And then I'll go ahead and launch the campaign, and then I'll be working on it after that too. So I wanted to have this totally ready for kind of before Christmas hit, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it because they give us like a 3-month lead time for to actually print the stuff. Man, I don't like this design here. I misplaced my reference. I don't know what I did with it. I need it. Are you super tired, Jeff? Yeah, everything's going really good, Jeff. I was telling everybody earlier I kind of had a little bit of a rough ending to my day for my job, but then I had a friend invite me over, and actually my whole family, we all went over there and had dinner with them and stuff, so that was nice. This a friend of ours, she makes great Mexican food, so it's super tasty. Very nice. Very nice way to end the day, even though I kind of had a bad day at the end. But everything got resolved. Just rough, that's all. So I was kind of glad I was streaming tonight. I've really grown to love this time now. How about you, man? What did you work on today, Jeff? Oh, right on. Thanks, Barica. I feel like I'm not saying your name right, but... Boricua. I know that Jerkmonger can say your name pretty well. Earthmuck. Thanks for that. Oh, right on. Yeah, do it, Earthmuck. There's I've seen some really beautiful card decks come out, man. There's been some people that have done some absolutely stunning work. You should look at oh man, there's a website that has like all these collectible card decks that are just absolutely really nice. Oh my gosh, I just totally forgot it now. If I remember it, I'll put it up there. You're glad I look forward to streaming? Yeah. I like streaming. It is a nice kind of thing to do. Jeff, you're really good about not smudging. I have to wear that smudge guard at all times. You mean smudging on drawing? Is that what you're talking about? I'll tell you one thing that will help your smudging too is if you use these Verathins. These don't smudge a lot compared to like normal. Oh, error, not Jeff. Chicken. Yeah, I just like I was saying, Jeff actually he draws with graphite. I do too, but yeah, the Verathins actually they don't really smudge much. See, they do very little. But they're more of kind of I believe they might be like a wax-based type of pencil, so you don't have to worry about it as much, I believe. So the one thing about this kind of pencil though is it doesn't erase very well. So, and I don't mind that because I've got an underlay but a lot of times I'll draw with this pencil too, and I'll just draw lightly, and then you just kind of build it up. And if you want to get super dark lines with it, you actually use the Prismacolor. So then you use like the fat lead. So I'm feeling like I think this guy's done for the most part. I'm gonna alls I need to do now is kind of add in some of the reflections and stuff, and I feel like I can do some of that in ink. Yeah, I could probably get this thing ready for ink now and start inking this bad boy in on the next stream. And I'll fill in some of these areas here with the actual ink. I can call you Jose. All right, I can do that. Have I played Pokemon Go yet? That is definitely not my style of game. I don't mind Pokemon, but I don't play Pokemon at all. If I play video games right now, the only thing that I play is Overwatch, and I'll usually do that on the weekends for a little bit with my boys. You thought your internet failed? Not sure what happened, but I took my cue and exited stage left. Huh. I think people just slowed down on the chat, Jeff. I don't think... a few people came in that I know but haven't, you know... they were just kind of talking to me in the beginning. You gonna take off? Alright, man. Get yourself some good rest. Get ready for Saturday. Oh, by the way, speaking of Saturday, guys, I don't know if anybody is out here in Southern California area, but me and Jeff's Folio and a few of his channel, we're going to all go to the Chino Air Museum this Saturday. We're going to go draw some planes, and I think, well, there's two museums there. The other one we could go to actually has tanks and like military vehicles. So now I went from 20 viewers to 10 in 5 minutes. Oh, that's odd. Well, I'm still showing about 20 people, but maybe it dropped down to 10. It may not be updating me. I should turn on that Ankh bot. I always forget about that. Maybe everyone was like, jumped in real quick and they're like, forget this guy. Sheer Cold may join in. Oh, okay, cool, man. Right on. That's cool. Actually, I'm going to go to your mech now. I'm going to go work on your mech. So I think you know what? I am going to get this thing ready to go on the, for the inking stuff. That way I'm ready to go. So anyways, we're going to meet at the Chino Airport probably around 10:30, 11 o'clock and go draw some planes and military stuff. If anybody's out in this area and is interested, I can, not only are we going to draw, but I'm sure I'm sure me and Jeff will probably explain some stuff while we're out there. talk about a few things, some lesson stuff. So, yeah, right on, man. All right, take care, bud. They don't know what they're missing. Your artwork is amazing. Oh, thanks, Irf. And the style is what inspired me in the past for sci-fi. Oh, right on, man. Thanks. Yeah, I think, you know, I mean, obviously I can't appeal to everybody, and some people... I think the other thing I found, too, is that, you know, some people like my sci-fi stuff, and then some people are here for my hot rod stuff, and, you know, it flips. So, I vary my stuff probably a lot to the point where, you know, some people don't like it, but it's definitely, everything that I work on is all the stuff that I enjoy, so it's me and it's what I do, and I'm gonna always do what I love. And I think that shows in all my work, for sure. Let's see my paper. You know what? Actually, I probably won't get this ready because I gotta cut it all down. I forgot about that. I'll do this later, actually thinking about it now, because I forgot I gotta cut it with my X-Acto and I gotta pull all this stuff off. So I'll go ahead and work on my mech now. You like it? Thanks, Cross. Alright, let's knock this mech out. Let's see. Yeah, you see a lot of crossover? Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Actually, the interesting thing, this is just a little promo for myself that, you know, I actually self-published a couple of books a few years back, and it's all hot rod art, but a few of the guys that I have in there are concept artists as well. Like one guy his name is Christian Pierce, and he's a concept artist for Weta, and they do all the Lord of the Rings stuff. And and he does a lot of hot rod stuff for fun on the side. And so I found him and asked if he wanted to be part of my book, and he was. Then I also have a few other guys in there too that are concept artists still. My pen, there we go. That's what I need. Let's try this one. Yeah, take Mad Max for example. Yeah, that's true. That is like a total hot rod meets sci-fi big time. So here's my rough layout for the mech. So now I'm pretty much just going to go through and clean up everything. Beastly turrets, that's right. That's the whole point behind this bot. Painless X2. What's that? What's the Painless X2 thing? Or are you talking about the turrets? Oh yeah, that's right. From Predator. Now I remember what you're talking about. That was awesome. Yeah, it was funny. I actually used that from... I came up with this design. It originally started in my sketchbook. I just posted this on Instagram like the last couple of days. There we go. So he's loosely based on this guy. but I couldn't fit his turrets on this one, obviously, because I filled up the page. So now he's so I took him in. Let's see. Here's the sketch from my sketchbook. So there's the sketch from the sketchbook, and then I tweaked him quite a bit. So now he's here after messing with him for a while. So now I'm gonna put a little bit more design into his body and stuff. Get him looking a little bit different. Just a little more design into him, I think. I'm trying to get him away from looking like Bastion on Overwatch. Hey, Shadow, what's up, man? You lurk all my stuff? Right on. Is that what Jesse Ventura called his gun? I don't know, is it? I don't know that. Oh, thanks, Irv. Love the mech. Jose, actually, it's this is the part that, see, I'm like really good at like this stuff, but like I said, when it comes to my character stuff, it becomes a lot more difficult for me. And I need to get that through my head that this is like, you know, the mech stuff is actually very similar to designing a character, because you want your you want a gesture pose to your mechs, and that keeps them from looking stiff. And then you just add a bunch of mechanical detail on top of that. But I still think I got a little bit, you know, my mechs can be okay sometimes, but I still think they can be better too. I see some other guys' mechs out there that just are really cool. Why is that? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer, that's why. There we go. Yeah, you just keep at it. That's right. If you're already drawing them, man, that's good, dude. Believe me, I mean, to be honest with you, I've probably come a long ways even from when I started my professional career. Like, I was looking back at, I need to bust that out on stream sometime too, is go back and show you guys a bunch of old artwork. I have a whole, like a not really a case, but it's like a tub full of all my old artwork. And believe it or not, I've thrown tons and tons away. But just from where I came, like even when I was at Hot Wheels, I feel like I'm way more of a confident designer than even when I was there. The other thing I think I found with mechs too that's very that gives them a cool look is to keep adding complexity to them. Although I shouldn't totally say that, because I've seen some, like, if I look at some of Jake Parker's stuff, he's got some very simple things that work really cool. So maybe that's not the best advice for mechs. I think what does help though is learning how to break them up. You don't want every part to look busy. You want like these big shapes. that break down into smaller shapes. So like right now, like I have like the body up here is a bigger piece, and then I have his legs that are a bigger piece. But then the arms, and even the arms though to a certain degree, like these are bigger pieces here. And then you get into the guns and they start to get more fine detail. And then even like in the pelvis area, you know, more fine detail here. Like you don't want all this super fine detail everywhere. And then the other thing, like I said, is really giving them a gesture. You know, like look at this stuff as like a, you know, like looking at this as like a pelvis here, you know. And so this is like, actually it's more cocked down like this. And then his body, actually see, like looking after drawing that, I could probably tip his body back a little bit just to give him a little bit a little more gesture, you know, to it. But it's that whole rhythm of the body that I know that people have explained. You know, you've got this piece here, and then you've got this, and there's a rhythm to all this stuff, you know, that makes it interesting. You know, it's just like a human body for the most part. But if you draw all this out, you can kind of see where your rhythms are and see what could, you know, like you could change this into like, you know, some creature or something like that instead of a robot. And that all that stuff kind of comes together and helps out with, you know, creating a good mech. I see a lot of people that can draw humans really well, but then it comes to a mech, they get like really stiff, and that's like the opposite of what you want to happen. I think because they're thinking everything's mechanical, so it's going to look stiffer, but it doesn't have to be. I know I'm missing some of this stuff. Oh man, you guys went off in chat. Let me load it up here. Let's see. I use nice. Yeah, man, I don't practice mechs nearly enough. Yeah, in Jose, you know, if you're not into mechs, you know, don't push yourself to do them. And I mean, if you love them, then yeah, do it. You know, learn about them. I think another thing that helped me out a lot is I would actually just draw mechs straight from Gundam models. And looking at those, they really help you break down on how a robot works. You know, and how I break this stuff down in my mind is I think about these joints right here. You know, you think about the hips have to move, so, you know, they can move on a rotating, you know, cylinder like this. And then and then you have the legs that come down and they cock back like that. And then you got the foot that comes down here. So how do all these pieces move, you know? I mean, this is the simplest way that I break it down for myself, is they have to move on pivots, you know? Just like if you're using a 3D program. So you can, and then like the feet are very usually complex too, you know, the toes have to move, so how do the toes move? You know, they have another pivot. And then, you know, you're probably going to have a heel part that, so when it steps down on the ground, you know, it's going to bend, it's going to kick up like this. And, you know, like your foot, if that robot foot comes down, you know, the toes are going to do this. So if you think about this stuff, you start to make sense out of it. And then like when he's pushing off, or let's see. Yeah, so this would be the leg that was pushing off. And then you have the other one that would be coming down, so the other foot would be coming down. And you have the, you know, the foot like this. So the toes up here. and then you have that heel piece that kicks up against the ground, you know? So you think about all these mechanics on a robot, and you break it down like that, you can start to kind of make sense of all the pieces that go together. I mean, that's what I start to think in my head, and then the other stuff, like I said I did, I drew a lot of Gundam robots, and if you look at a lot of the Gundam robots too, they have like a seriously, like just a super easy human structure underneath the thing. You know, they do this. And they have a joint in all the places here like this. I don't know if they have a joint in the middle. I think they do, or maybe it's right here or something like that. So like all these places need joints, you know, to move. So when you break all the, you know, just like a human, and then you just do the same thing with the mech, you know, but then you take, instead of making the stuff look organic when you draw on it, you block it out, you know? So, I don't know if that helps at all for drawing mechs for you. Oh, let's see. I gotta catch up on chat, man. I'm really behind here. I used to feel very daunted when seeing images like this. So much detail, and I could never achieve that. Yeah, hey, I know the feeling, man. I know exactly what you're saying. I still feel like that today in certain artists that I see. Like, I think environments, I have a really difficult time with environments because you're incorporating so much into one image, and it's all got to come together, and I feel the same way when I look at stuff. And I'm still trying to comprehend a lot of that, but it comes over time. Let's see, I wish I had this book on all design cars. Pretty sure you were in it. I might have been, Shadow. I've been in several books. I've been in, let's see, what is it? I've been in a Hot Wheels one called How to Design Cars the Hot Wheels Way, and Scott Robertson put it together. I'm in that book. I'm in a few Imagine Effects books. They did digital painting. I'm in How to Digital Paint Volume 2. And I was in several Imagine Effects magazines. There's some other books I was in too. Corel Painter actually did some that I was in. So I've been in a few, which has been pretty cool. Earthmuck, you might just have to start with the basics. Yeah, and just add detail. That's why I kind of was explaining that whole breakdown right there. I wonder if comic book artists go into this level of detail when doing mechs. By the way, hey C3H, glad you popped in, man. I think it depends on the comic book artist. I see a lot of them, like I said, I have to admit, I think the majority of comic book artists I see out there struggle with mechanical stuff. Like when they come to drawing a car, oof, I've seen a lot of really bad comic book cars. In fact, I did some work for DC Comics. And I had to do some stuff for licensing, and they gave me designs that somebody had already done, and I was like, "Can I change these?" I mean, it was really, really bad stuff, and they said, "Yeah, that's why we hired you, because we want you to make it look more like a real vehicle." And I said, "Okay, cool," and I went back and I changed all the stuff and made it into, you know, more realistic looking vehicles. But then I guess, and then what happened is then another comic art. Then they hired another comic artist, and then he went and added the characters to the vehicles. So it's kind of interesting. I did like a penguin helicopter, and I did like several versions of a Batmobile. But yeah, I think, you know, comic book artists, like I said, hey man, comic book artists would probably laugh at my characters. So, you know, it's just one of those things that for some reason I wanted to pursue mechanical stuff, and you know, I went to school for car design and absolutely loved it. And it was the closest thing to entertainment at the time when I was at Art Center, because the entertainment program there was not good at the time. Now it's phenomenal. Now it's like one of the best, but I stayed trans, and a lot of the guys in there were in big time into entertainment style stuff, so we were constantly drawing, you know, ships and Batmobiles and, you know, all kinds of weird stuff, so that they made it fun. Let's see. Depends on the artist. Jeff Darrows draws comics. Comics are crazy. I'm not familiar with him. Yeah, you know who else is pretty decent at drawing robot stuff? Maybe not so much sci-fi robot stuff but Joe Madeira. You know, I don't think there's too many people that don't like his work. That guy's phenomenal. And that's actually what turned me on to his work, was because he was drawing that stuff in Battle Chasers. Oh yeah, wow, that is cool stuff. Yeah, wow. He puts a ton of complexity in his. That's cool. Probably not, since they got to redraw them over and over. Yeah, that has a lot to do with it too, Jose. When you have to redraw this stuff, this would be pretty tough. There is a comic that came out called Marauders, I believe is the name of it. And it's got a really cool robot in it. I don't know too much about the comic, but they came out with a toy and everything, and it looks awesome. It's like a $300 toy robot. It's pretty sweet. Or at least that's what they're selling it for on Amazon. I don't know if that's what it is. Some dude, check James Reyes, the box office artist. Super. Oh, okay. Super details-oriented artist. Huh. Man, it's always cool because, see, I don't know all these guys. And I have to admit, I don't keep up with the comic industry like crazy. I used to. But only like certain people that I really liked. Like, I always followed what Joe Madeira did. And then obviously, there's been some new guys that have come out that I've liked their stuff. That, one guy that just did that Civil War II stuff was pretty sweet. Yeah, that Transformer stuff is pretty sick. Yeah, that's really neat. Yeah, you notice that Jake implies a lot of his shapes on mechs too. Yeah, so it looks really complex and detailed, but when you look closely, it's really not. Yeah, he does kind of like a what I call indication. Like it looks like something, but it really doesn't form anything. Which is a very common thing that they use in comic books. A lot of mechs suffer from Greeble overload. Oh, thanks, Dragon Lord. Did I see Obey come in? Oh, yeah, right there. What's up, Obey? How you doing, buddy? What kind of things would you consider studying when it comes to building up the joints and stuff? Because that tends to be my problem. I'd say some really good reference for joints is like construction vehicles. You know, the way the arms work, the way all that stuff works. I guess not so much tanks, because they really have the tread. They're almost like more like a wheeled vehicle. But you could figure out how like the turret turns and stuff like that. That'll kind of give you some robotics. And then also looking up real robotics too. You know, you have, all those robots that that are used on assembly lines for cars. Any of that assembly type stuff. I've looked at those myself. What else is out there? Those are probably your best references. I'd say construction vehicles and looking at real robotics. And then there's obviously tons of artists that have drawn mechs and robots, and I think some are really utilitarian and then others are very stylized, you know, like some good examples of that is like and I think Gundam almost falls like right in between that. Like I finally figured out, I talked about this on my stream last time, was a guy that does mechs, or it was a video game called Steel Battalion, and it was a Japanese artist that designed all those mechs, and it's a very utilitarian looking style mech. Like, he breaks it down into real simple stuff. It's pretty awesome. Like, when I wanted to go back and get some just kind of look at what other people had done for this guy here, I actually looked at his stuff, and I love his simplicity, and it looks like, you know, it looks like what a vertical tank would look like, you know. But look up Steel Battalion, that has a lot of good reference. Let's see here. First time in a week I come and stream on time. Oh yeah, before I'm leaving. Let's see, I haven't done many mechs. Let's see. Let me see. I'm missing. Go back up here. Yeah, I agree with Dragon Lord. Oh, thanks, guys. What makes a mech and not a bunch of shapes? Well, I think that you include those mechanical details is what makes it look more like a mech. You know, like visually seeing these like mechanical elements sticking out makes it look like a mech that's combined together. Like, you know, as I'm drawing this stuff, like I said, like this hip right here looks like it can rotate this way, you know, and then obviously you have your cylinder here, so this thing's gonna kick out, you know, this way and go back, and then you have this joint back here, you know, that allows this would actually come out and, you know, swing forward, and the foot would extend way out here, you know. And it has a very like you know, this would walk more like an animal. Then you could also get into like what makes a mech look like a mech versus a robot. You know, I think there's even differences in that. I think a mech is a version of a robot, but I always think of mechs as a it's more of a battle ready type robot, and it's usually driven more by humans, you know, versus a robot uses like an artificial intelligence, so you can, you know, I think you can make them look a little bit less utilitarian and a little more stylized. You know, like I always think a mech should look utilitarian, which means it has a function, you know. Like this guy's function is to basically carry these machine guns around and blow up things. Done any mechs as I'm not that confident to craft yet, mainly because of my figure drawing. Yeah, focus on figure drawing, man. I think Earthmuck, I think figure drawing is probably one of the most important types of drawing you can do, because you learn so much from drawing the human body. You learn proportion, you learn foreshortening, you start to learn how the body works, how the muscles operate. And if you think about it, you could probably take apart a whole human arm and make it into something robotics, the way it pushes and pulls, and you've got you've got your joint right here. You can build a robotic arm. So once you get that understanding, I think it helps make your other stuff better. So I think it's highly important to learn all that. And then what else we got here? First time in a week. They should bring masks. Oh man, you know what? At one time I was told by Hasbro that they were gonna work on masks, and they actually contacted me about doing something with that, and I never heard back, man. I don't know what happened. I was so bummed. I don't know if it got canceled or whether it I don't know, or whether they decided not to hire me on or what. But I had just finished a project for them, and they were super happy with it, and then I just never heard back. Sometimes, the funny thing is, you get people that go in and out of places, and if that guy got transferred to a new department or left his job or whatever, then then the next guy that comes in doesn't know who I am, and then I never hear from them again. So I don't know if it was something like that or whether the project got canned, but I'm probably not supposed to talk about it at all, but I was approached about it at one time, and I would have because I had in fact I still have all my mask toys. My boys play with them all the time. They're pretty cool. They're still cool today. Hey Sam, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Sean Gordon Murphy is beast at cars. At least I think so. I haven't seen his stuff. I'll have to look it up. Joe Mad got so much better when he had a couple of years. Oh yeah, I would agree with that. He leveled up big time. Yeah. Yeah, his early Marvel stuff was rough. Mech looks awesome. Love the perspective of the gun on the left side. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it's kind of big and in your face, isn't it? Hey, if everybody doesn't know who Sam is, too, he's another great designer and artist on here. He streams for Adobe, and he does a lot of neat character stuff. He's working on this cool challenge for an art group that he started called the Art Posse, and they're working on these swamp creatures. He did some really neat stuff for that. So if you're interested in that stuff, give him a follow, guys. The Box Office Dude has a YouTube channel. He does a lot of Transformers, and sometimes uses celebrities in the mix. The Box Office Dude? Is that his name? The Box Office Dude? Yeah, actually, Cross, you're absolutely right about that. The mechs are a little more human. They are. I think what actually drawing mechs has helped me retain a little bit of my anatomy drawing skills, because I still draw these. One of my teachers at school, did the Mask miniseries for DC. Oh, really? Like, you mean the cartoon or a comic book? Oh, way back in the day. Okay. Oh, comic. Okay. Yeah, check. Let's see. I gotta go look at something real quick. Oh, shoot. It's getting hot in my office. I was looking to see if I still had some of the Mask toys sitting right here, because my boys were just playing with them the other day. I was gonna pull them out. I have the it was like a 4x4 truck, and then I did what else? The Corvette, no, Camaro. It looks like Kit. It looks like Knight Rider when you first see it, but then it has a front that flips over and the doors come open, and it was like it turned into like a almost like a flying water vehicle. It was cool. Shoot, I'm not hitting my own lips here. Oh, you did the storyboard for Mask as well? Oh, that's cool. You satisfied your pyramid part of the pyramid head. Oh, right on. Good job, Dragon Lord. You'll have to post it somewhere so I can see it. You should put it on your Tumblr. Oh, his name is Box Office Artist. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Right on Earth. I'll have to look that up. For now. Oh, hey, Panta. How you doing? I'm an animation 3D student at Izart Digital. Oh, in Paris. Okay. First time on the channel. This mech is pretty awesome and immersive. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Actually, were you sent here by Tsukio by any chance? Because I know that I think she's over in Paris and she sent a few people my way. Yeah, those Mask toys are still awesome today. Like, you know, as big of a Star Wars fan as I am, they were actually a little bit cooler than the Star Wars stuff. The way they transformed, they had a lot of pieces to them, and they came with like the really cool action figures that had the helmets that came off and on. You know, they were like little tiny pieces, like choking hazard to kids. Oh, the other thing I have too is the big old semi. It pops up, and I think it says like Viper oil on it or snake oil or something like that. Sam, actually, what I'm me and Jeff's Folio, we're doing this swap, this artist swap. So I'm gonna give him this mech, and he's gonna paint it, and he's giving me one of his mechs, and I'm gonna paint it. So, but yeah, this is eventually gonna get painted. And then I don't know, maybe I might go back and do it myself as well. I don't know. I think Jeff will do a good job on it. I'm sure he will. But yeah, it will be rendered eventually. Thing with the toys, the transformation as a kid. Oh yeah, totally, yeah. Yeah, it should be fun, Sam. I think it'll be pretty cool. That idea actually came from another friend of mine that's he does concept artwork as well, and he contacted me and wanted to do a ship swap. So we actually will trade spaceships. And I told Jeff, I said, hey, do you want to trade spaceships? And he's like, what about a mech? I said, I'll do a mech. So that's what we're doing now. But I'm still going to do the ship swap with my other friend. In fact, I got all those up too. I think I started this one the other day. You might have seen that one. That's when I started this when Adobe rated me. And then I've got all these here too. I don't know if you saw all these. I still need to get in here and fix these claws. These things are killing me right now. They're all, at least this one's really off perspective big time. Oh, right on. Take care, Earth Muck. Yeah, good luck with that Wonder Woman image. Oh, thanks for the follow, Trainwrecked. Let's see, I'm missing some stuff here. What do you mean as a kid, Huds? Yeah, totally, man. I still play with that stuff. I'll get down there and play with my boys a lot of times. Yes, I love Robotech too. Yeah, that whole mech where they would do that halfway transformation, I always loved that. Actually, that's another old toy I still have, is the, you know the Jetfire? Do you remember Jetfire from Transformers? Hey, thanks for the follow. Pentalon Quechua. That is quite a mouthful right there. I'll just call you Panta, okay? Or Pan. I'll call you Pan. I like Pan. Those ships are sick. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Trainwreck. Got a teacher reminds me your way of work. John Baptiste. Oh. He's a comic drawer. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to look him up. I actually knew a Jean, what is it, Jean Baptiste? I knew a guy in France. He was in one of my books. But that's not his last name. It was Roblier or something like that. Oh, I've seen this comic before. Oh yeah, cool stuff. Clockworks. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I've seen this before. I didn't know who did it though. So he's your teacher? That's killer. Yeah, soak up as much from that guy as you can, man. That's killer stuff. I'm gonna leave that up. You notice that my mech has a tilt to the legs and arms. Did you plot multiple VPs? No, Sam, I didn't. That's pretty much all just by feeling and experience. I didn't plot all that stuff out. The only thing I did is, you know, how it all started out was this right here. Come here. This was straight out of my sketchbook. You can see the rough underlay with marker. And then like these legs right here are kicked out. They're almost like matching parallel. And so when I brought them into Photoshop, I wanted to change that to give them more of a, you know, so that they look like they're rotating out. So I drew it from a different perspective when I did it. Uh-oh, where'd my line drawing go? There it is. Yeah, so I didn't... Now, if I thought something was wrong, I would plot it out, but I think it's all working good enough. To the point where I don't think I need to plot all that stuff out at this point. Thanks. Figures are my toughest challenge, but she has come along well. Oh, right on, Earthmuck. Yeah, Mech Warrior was sick. Actually, did you know that there is another Mech Warrior out now? It came out like around the same time as that other game, Hawken. You got some famous teachers like, oh, I can't even read those names. Didier Pauly, Jean-Luc, Ballister. Oh, from Disney. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do know who that is. I'm sorry. Do you have a portfolio? Yeah, I do. Oh yeah, there's my ArtStation link right there, and then I also have. Let's see. Here's my. I have another one where I have a little bit more stuff, but my ArtStation is probably my most recent. Probably, yeah, ArtStation probably has my most recent and the best stuff. This has a little bit older stuff here, along with newer stuff as well, so you can check that out. That's awesome that you're having all that you got all those teachers, man. That sounds like quite the lineup. Is this the animation school in France? You said. Let's see. Is that you? That said that? Yeah, animation student. Okay. Yeah, I just Pan. I just met some French comic book artists the other day on Twitch, and they're streaming on here now. Let's see if you know who these guys are. Let's see, what was their name? Oh man, now I don't remember their name. Shoot. If I think of it, I'll let you know. But yeah, they're French comic artists, and I was talking to them the other day, and they're trying to get their I think they publish a comic book over in Europe and France, and where else? They had a few countries they were in, but they were looking to try to get out here in the U.S. and so they were just talking to me about if I knew many comic book artists here in the U.S. So I actually sent them to Jerkmonger, Jose. Oh, thanks, Pan. Joel Green. Oh, did you try to post a link? Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, just if you guys want to post links, just ask me. I can give you permission. I had to turn it off. I recently got trolled really, really bad, and so I had to turn off my links. My Instagram is right down below on the channel. I'll post it here for you though. Looks like a cool school. My Instagram is just look me up. It's Dwayne Vance. I And the picture was of a Pokemon? Did you type in Dwayne Vance or did you type in did you type in Chicken Scratch? That's odd. Huh. Oh, you type in Chicken Scratch. Yeah, use my actual name. Yeah, that's one thing. I've had my Instagram account for so long. It was kind of before I started all this stuff, so I ended up I just used my name. Change this style just a little bit here. The other thing that I always find hard to do on mechs is the feet. Like, a good foot design on mechs always seems to be like a struggle. And I almost feel like that's true no matter what person is designing the mechs, because if I look at a lot of mechs, I never like the feet design. Like, I haven't found much that I've gone like, wow, that's pretty sweet. And I almost wonder if that's like a constant struggle, or I don't know. Maybe most people are like, it's just a foot, just draw something down there. You've seen a few good feet designs? Did you find me, Trainwreck, on Instagram? You have an animal anatomy class. Wow, what an awesome school. Oh, I see. Yo, Dopeness, what's up, man? How you doing tonight, man? So what's some of your, like, what's one of your favorite foot designs, Dragon Lord, that you can think of? Just working late on a project. Right on. You been streaming much, Dopeness? What you got going here, guys? Because animation industry. Oh yeah, I bet. That's cool. Yeah, that looks like a neat school, Pan. Looks really cool. Okay, my main big toe part in the front, but two high heel parts in the back kind of spread apart like a triad fashion. Oh, okay. I've seen that before. Actually, one of the robots that I looked at had something similar from that Steel Battalion thing. Yeah, that's a cool design. Haven't been streaming a lot. Been too busy. Yeah. You can see my school project this year if you want. On ArtStation. Oh, okay. I'll look you up, man. And if anybody else wanted to find out, like, I have a ton of links that just came up in chat, so there's all my stuff right there. So you've got Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Behance. So that's a lot of stuff. My 1-year anniversary of stream. Oh, really, man? That's cool. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, you started following me. I'll just click on that. Oh, right on. You got your character stuff up here. Oh, sweet. It's like a fish guy. That's awesome. Heavy bull shark. Oh, forgive me, guys. I keep yawning like crazy. That'd make an interesting character for sure. Done a lot of study work. That's cool. Oh, you even got like a mech shark dude in there. That's awesome. Cool, man. How far along are you in the program? You've deleted all your old works from DeviantArt. You were shy about it. Wait, did String Cheese come in? Yeah, what's up, dude? How you doing? It's your second year? Oh, right on. How many years do you go? Is that like a 3 or 4 year program? Oh, you have 5 years to do. Oh, wow. Okay, so you still got 3 more years. Right on. That's cool. I bet you crank out a ton of work in that amount of time. Hey, I just wanted to just say hi to the people that are lurking in the back. I'll say what's up to Vogue, Vaudience, Shadow Rex, and I think everybody else is talking. Cyrus, just saying what's up. Yeah, I think he was saying he was there for 2, but it's a 5-year program total. Yeah. Thumbs up, Vogue. Whoops. I actually want to see if I can get this done tonight so that I can hand it over to Jeff, because I want to start doing his mech. Where did I put his mech at? He sent it to me. Let's see if he I was going to show you his mech. Show everybody his mech. Shoot, where did he... Oh, I think he might have sent it to me on Skype. Oh, no, wait. Did he send it to me... Man, there's so many, like... platforms on here. Actually, I think he sent it to me on Google Hangouts. Shoot, I don't remember where he sent it to me. Dang it, I'm gonna have to ask him for it again. Oh, excuse me. Panta is an art school, very expensive in France, like it is in US. Let's see, 7,500 euros a year, so that would probably be about 10,000 a year. So if you go for 5 years, actually that's 50,000. Yeah, I guess that's still a pretty good price though, man. Art Center and some of those other art design schools are way more expensive than that. Am I making custom mechs for people now? No, me and another artist here on Twitch are gonna swap designs. So he gave me a mech, and I'm gonna give him this mech, and then he's gonna color it in, and I'm gonna color his. So yeah, it is worse in the U.S., Pan, for sure. I guess you could go to a Cal State school; it's a little cheaper, but oh well, that's nothing. Yeah. Yeah, 100K. So double that amount, exactly. By the way, if anybody's interested too, the other 2 links that came up right here in the chat, my Big Cartel, I sell all my physical products. So I have the $2 that I was talking about earlier, that's all hot rod art, and also prints and t-shirts and stickers and all that stuff. And then the cells, I actually offer digital downloads there. and you can actually download 2 of my sketchbooks for free on there. So you're welcome to download those, and they're literally everything in my sketchbook, you know, from good to bad. Anything that I practice, it's all in there. So some of the work is really good, some of the work is not so good, so you kind of get to see the good, the bad, the ugly in there. So you guys are welcome to download that. Yeah, it's silly how much education costs here. I agree, man. Yeah, the school like Gnomon is insane. It's still pretty expensive from what I understand. Working on an aquatic creature. Give me your deviant. Let's see. Actually, I'm working on an aquatic creature. I'll post it when I get ready. Give me your deviant. Oh, okay. Oh, here, Cross. I'll give you a permit, man. Oops. Oops. It's got to be exclamation mark. Sorry. There you go. Now you can post the link if you want, Cross. So String Cheese, are you done with all your finals and stuff, man? Just so my whole chat knows, my String Cheese is a good friend of mine. He's getting ready to go to college himself, I think. Right, buddy? He just had to take a bunch of final exams and stuff. Oh, it's a job hunt now. Right on. Oh, you got 2 years left? Okay. Your mom and dad would probably get mad at me trying to make you grow up too fast, huh? He was my first official mod in my chat. I think you're my only mod right now, except for Nightbot. I actually need to get some more mods. Good black and white stuff. Yeah, Silver's a mod, but he's not in here right now. He doesn't care about you. Silver's not in here right now, is he? No, he's not. Where's Silver? Oh, he's right there. Oh, see? It's that stupid same color again. That came up in the middle of your chat, so it all looked like the same person. Is it the same color in your chat? That's funny. What's up, Silver? He doesn't care. Sorry, Silver. Yeah, he is. Oh, that was funny. Yeah, that whole chat, that just screwed me up, man. I can change your colors, can't I? I think now that I'm turbo, I can do a bunch of stuff, but I don't know how to do it. No, you can change it. You can change people's colors. I know you can. I was complaining about a guy's color in chat, that like light green, and he was able to change it somehow. He's like, "Is that better?" And I believe with turbo you can change colors somehow, but I don't know how to do it. I think it's a command in chat that you have to do. Oh, what? Do I have this loaded up? Yeah, I do. That is a crummy wine, though. But a little wavy. I'll go with it, though. Oh, you can only change your own. Okay. Oh, let's see, what do we got going here? You can set preferred color settings. Settings down below. Oh yeah, right there, huh? Okay. Ooh, dang, you could get super fancy. I think I just messed up my chat. Okay, go back to chat now. Oh man, I just blew up my chat. Sorry guys. I probably just missed some of your comments. Because I don't think my Oh, wait a minute, I got some stuff here. No. Just a second, guys. I just shut down my chat trying to get back. Or trying to get back from trying to change the color. it wouldn't let me go back, so I hit the back button and just totally exited. Sorry, guys. I saw somebody write something about an iPad Pro too in there, so I won't have that comment. So if you want to ask that again, feel free to do that. Let's see here. What are my thoughts on the iPad Pro? Well, to be honest with you, I really can't give you a good a logical opinion on it because I've never really used one. The only thing that I've used oh yeah, it is red. The only thing that I've used is I have a Surface Pro. I have a Surface Pro 3 and oh, Earthmuck, I hit more colors though, and it like opened up a whole new window in chat. It really screwed it up. Now it won't even change anything. It's weird. Rainbow Party! Hey, actually, here, let's go back to... Let's do that. So the only thing I've ever used is the Surface Pro, and when I was shopping and when I bought my Surface Pro, the iPad, the only way you could draw on an iPad was those really fat nib pens and pencils, and I hated it. So I did try that, and so I think that was a regular iPad at the time. Am I right on saying that? And it was awful. I hated that. So I ended up looking at the Surface Pro, and I love the way it felt and operated. And at this point, I've heard really good reviews about the Surface Pro 4. So I would probably just stick with the Surface Pro if I bought another one. I'm not really like anti-Apple, but one thing I don't like about Apple products is I feel they're overpriced on a lot of things, so I tend not to buy it. I've always just stuck with like Windows style stuff, and like, you know, my PC, like I don't even own a Mac. I never owned a Mac. I always stuck with this stuff, with the PC type stuff. So I don't know if anybody else in chat has used the iPad. Anyone else can give an opinion on that. I know with the new pencil and stuff, I've heard good things. I know that I saw them using it on Adobe recently, and you know, I don't know if people are just saying they love it because they're trying it out, but I've heard good things about it. And I believe, let's see, I think tonight, anybody in my chat, was Just Folio trying to use one tonight on his thing? Your color's been changed. Oh, really? What's the knock, String Cheese? Are you messing around or what? Yes, I can. I can see your name much better now. For the mecha texture, do I have a special method? Not really. I mean, basically what I would end up going through and doing is just, I tend to color most of my stuff in a comic book type method where I do all the flats first. And then if I add any texture or anything like that, I'll go back and kind of add that in at the end. Kind of chip off stuff on the edges and stuff like that. So, yeah, you love your Surface Pro 2? That's cool. Yeah, I have the Surface Pro 3 and it's pretty good, but I've heard the Surface Pro 4 is really nice. Wacom for the win. Yeah. They do, because they have that. They have, what's that? What is their device called that you can just pull it out, or that you can use it as a system by itself? Yeah, Jeff was using one. He said the pin is good, but it messes up a lot. Oh, okay. You have no idea what the knock was for. Can you post Imager links? Yeah, let me give you permission here. Like what is it that you want to ask me, 1996? Actually, do you know how to do this, String Cheese? You know how to permit somebody? You just type in permit and their name with, the exclamation permit. You might already know how to do that. I don't know. I'm trying to see what they also. And do I use photos on it? Oh, like photo reference and stuff? Yeah, actually I have in the past. I've done let's see what you're checking out here. Whoa, that's cool. Is that from Jurassic Park? Whew. That's pretty awesome, man. That's really cool. Oh, that's an iPad Pro drawing? Oh, right on, man. That's nice. It looks like natural media, actually. I thought you did it by natural stuff. It looks like markers. Nice. There you go. You got it figured out, String Cheese. Are you gonna stick around long, String Cheese? Although, wow, it's already 11:22, man. I feel like I've been talking a lot tonight. Tomorrow's Friday. Nice. Oh man, I forgot. Actually, I'm meeting your dad in the morning, String Cheese. You can meet us at 5:30 in the morning, man. Yup. Oh, right on. You can see that mech surrounded by garbage-sized piles of shells. Yeah, totally. Wouldn't that be cool? You just got like this big old mega pile of shells all over the place. Just make them popping out everywhere. $5:30 rip. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it, man. So I'll be getting up in what, 6 hours from now? 6.5? Six, yeah. It is tomorrow, yeah. Actually, it's not for me. I got a half an hour till it's tomorrow. It's 2-ish here. So you must be like Midwest then, huh? Is that right? No, actually, that'd be 11, 12, 1, 2. No, so you're back east, aren't you, Chaos? Let's see here. I could do this with the ellipse tool. Actually, the one thing that I love about like Painter and also Sketchbook Pro, I love their ellipse tools, man. They've got some really nice, like they're real quick. One thing I hate about Photoshop's ellipse tools, they're not quick. If you guys are ever wondering, I know I've talked about this several times in my past streams, but if you're ever wondering how to line up an ellipse, I'll show you real quick. The one thing I haven't been paying a lot of attention to is my strokes on my sketch. Actually, here, let's do this so I can make it on a separate layer. Then I can duplicate all these. Make that a bit bigger, actually. Chaos West Coast, yep. You just realized the time. Thanks for the stream, Chicken. 2:30 a.m. Probably should get a couple hours of sleep. Right on, Cross. Thanks for stopping by, man. I should get Critter. You keep telling me that, Dragon Lord. Are you like a Critter rep? Oh, it has fast ellipse and lines. Right on. Yeah, that's one thing I love about Sketchbook and Painter. I love their ellipse tools. So anyways, if you guys are wondering how I get the angle of this, so there's actually a slight angle to this ellipse right here on the front. I'm going to draw on a new layer. So I talked about this recently, and this is, so if you draw an ellipse like this, so this is your minor axis, is the shortest distance between the two sides of the ellipse. And this is your major axis, so it's the longest distance. And then these are always 90 degrees to each other, right? Actually, I shouldn't say right, because you may not know that. So the way I drew these, on this one, you can't see it quite as much, but this is my major axis and this is my minor axis going this way. So what I did is I lined up my my minor axis with my you'd have to pretend. So basically, see how the lines, the perspective lines are coming back off of this way? So almost right here in the center, it just slightly dips down just a little bit. So you're going to have a slight rotation to that ellipse. So that's how I lined up that ellipse to get the right looking thing, the right looking barrel on it. You just run that line right through the minor axis. Same with this one over here. So see how this is my minor axis right here? And this is my major this way. So the guns are slightly tipped up. You just love open source tools. Did I call you a dude? Dragon Lord? I know that. I'm a her. So that lines up the rotation of the lips. Yes, right. And how do you get the right width? Now the right width, that actually just comes from practice, to be honest with you. Well, I shouldn't say that. That's not entirely true. You can actually get the width if you do this. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow. Not sure who that was. Chimbot, thanks for the follow, man. What are you saying? No, that was me. It's a sponsor. Oh, I see. One of the ways you can actually figure out your width, like specifically on these guns here, you could actually make this into a box. So you would draw your ellipse in here and it would touch all four corners basically, so you can figure out your width that way. And then the same with, over here, you would draw a box. Oh, I got another follow. Hey, thanks for the follow. Let's see who that was. Oh, Chaos. Right on. So the same thing over here, you'd draw a box as well and then just take that thing back. The other thing too is, like, if you start drawing boxes, you can kind of line up this stuff so that it looks like he's holding them on the same level, Now this one, I actually forced the perspective of this one a bit so it really looked like it was in your face. So I cheated some. So these actually are not the same. See, you can see there's a gap right here. So this one's slightly bigger, but that's like one of those things that you can cheat a little bit. So I made this one slightly smaller to really force the perspective of this guy. The other thing you can do too is actually, the way it could potentially line up those, this is actually on an arc. Because what this is doing is, like, if you're looking straight down on this guy, he's got his gun slightly tipped like this and up. So you're actually arcing it instead of drawing it straight across. So he'd be standing right here. So that's the front of him facing this way. So his guns would be slightly. And that's actually what I did to his feet too. Like these feet, like I was drawing, you can see my lines are actually arced here. Because I'm thinking of rotational stuff, like even on a human being, like when your feet are spread apart like this, you know, if you draw that, you can actually draw it on an arc. And it helps you get the sense of that rotation. So his feet are doing the same thing on the robot as well as his legs. So his legs are like this. Maybe not quite that much. So as the viewer, we're standing like right here looking this way. So you're like almost looking straight into that gun, and then you see the legs like this. So that's what all this, that's why I did the arc here. And then as I get towards the top, I just was drawing a straight line because he's pretty much all straight up top, you know? So I use straight lines to line up everything on the tops. So does that make sense? All right, take care, Chaos. Have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by, bud. I'm actually native island, so it's 2:31 West Indies. But I'm gonna sleep good. Night. All right, take care, Pan. I appreciate it, man. Can't wait to see the final result. Gunslinger mech. Night, guys. Yeah. Gotcha. Good pointers. Okay, cool, man. Everyone's going to bed. I'm losing everybody. The stream's going down. Thanks, String Cheese, for stopping by. See, Seraph left me again, huh? Silver did. Silver's still here? Oh no, he's still here. Right on. Yeah, if you don't understand that, let me know and I can definitely explain it a little bit more in depth. Really, and even when I'm drawing all these mechs and doing perspective and everything, it really is, you know, I have drawn it for a while, so that helps a bit, but it really is, the way our school taught is really breaking everything down into simple shapes. And as your mind starts to get used to breaking those simple shapes down, you start to get more and more complex. I mean, really, because if you take everything that I'm drawing right here, it's based on cubes and cylinders. I mean, there's not even any cones in here, you know? Like cylinder, cube, you know, cylinder, there's cube, you know, this is just a chopped up cube. This is like a cylinder plus a cube. You know, these are rectangles here, you know, or not rectangles, but cubes, you know, it's just a chopped up cube again. And, you know, like even if you draw organic stuff, like, you know, monkeys, and I'm trying to think of a good example. I'm not looking at anything for reference, but, you know, like if I was going to draw a horse head, you know, I would initially start like this. This is just going totally out of my head. Like, I really don't know what a horse looks like. But, you know, the front of their nozzle is kind of like, you know, it's like a big rectangle, you know? Actually, probably with a little bit of cylinder in it. I'm trying to think of how their skull is and stuff. Actually, this is looking more like a dog. Like I said, I don't draw characters and stuff very often, but you can see how this stuff can break down into basic shapes, you know? And then like the eyeball is an eye, you know, is a ball in there, and then you draw the lid around it and stuff. This is absolutely awful, but if I would use in reference, I would look at a horse or a dog or whatever I was drawing, and that's how I break stuff down in my head. And then you can come back and start to erase this stuff and start to add some of the more organic shapes, you know, to it, and start rounding the corners. Please forgive my drawing. Like I said, I'm not using any reference. If I was going to draw a dog or a horse, I'd use it. But you kind of get what I'm talking about. It looks hilarious. Yeah, Modwell Silver. I might need to call it myself since I got to get up at 5:30 a.m. tomorrow. Let me finish this left arm. I'll call it after I finish that arm. I really should focus on my line work a little bit more. A lot of times I don't because I end up rendering it, and I've never... Actually, I focus more on my line work when I'm in my sketchbook versus digital. I think I get a bit more lazy when I do digital stuff. Like the whole thing of thick and thin, and you know, when like if you have undersurfaces, you know, make your lines thicker under there. I do all that in my sketchbook a lot of times, but I don't when it comes to digital stuff. I think it's true. I think because I always know that I'm going to render it later, so I don't really focus a lot on it. Even though the stupid thing is I love to draw line. I love line. I'm like a total line person. Like, it's funny because if you watch Jeff Sfolio draw, he's more of a shapes person and draws with shapes and things like that, and I'm more of a line guy. Finally off to work? Alright, have a good day, Earthmuck. Thanks, man. Yeah, this is going to be rendered by Jeff. He actually might hate it because it's all line work. Because see, like I said, he likes to go by shape. See, most of my friends, my other friends, like that do concept work, they all are line people, and because we know each other because we all went to the same school, so all of us were taught that way. And it's just a different method. It's not right or wrong or anything. It's just done differently when you think by line versus by shape. And I know I've watched a lot of people do the shape stuff, and I can do it, but my mind just tends to think more. I go straight to line work instead of shape. So I found out from my work today I gotta go to Taiwan here in like a couple of weeks. So I won't be streaming that week, I don't think. I doubt that I'll find a way to stream from Taiwan. The internet there is like, well, at least at the hotel can be really spotty. But I gotta go over there for a business trip and take care of a few things, unfortunately. So that's gonna happen in a couple weeks. I'll let everybody know that I've got to go do that. One thing about like guns that I've learned too, drawing guns, they do need a decent amount of complexity to them, you know? Like they have all kinds of switches and mechanisms on them, and you guys got quiet all of a sudden. Everyone's getting tired. Hey, you're still up, man. I thought you were going to bed. What's up, Jeff? Here's your Mac, man. You're yawning. Yeah, you can get you can get away with a lot of greeble on guns. Yeah. You're just lurking. Oh, you went to eat. Oh, right on. Cool, man. Actually, I think I'm gonna call it a night here, man. I gotta get up at 5:30 a.m. to go meet a friend of mine for breakfast. So I might be off here shortly. I was trying to bust out this arm here, but I got a lot of detail in it, man. Oh, thanks, Dan. What is it exactly? It's a mech. He's got these big old chain guns. So just a robot design. Actually, what we're doing with it is Jess Folio here in my chat. He's another streamer, another concept artist, and he drew a mech, and I'm gonna render his mech, and then he's gonna take my mech and he's gonna render it up. So we're doing like this mech swap art project type thing. Hey man, I'm having some trouble with my YouTube channel. It's really difficult to get views, so could you check it out? No, I'm not gonna do that right now, man. What are you trying to do with your YouTube channel? If you want, you can send me a private message. I'll take a look at it real quick. Yeah, it should be fun, Dan. it's a way to kind of cross promote and maybe get different viewers at our channel and stuff. So I think it works pretty good. Yeah, well, I hope to start his on my next stream, which will be, let's see, it'll be Tuesday is when I stream next. So Jeff, did you hear me say that I'm gonna have to go to, I gotta take off to Taiwan in a couple weeks, man? I just found out today. I need to line these up better. Yeah, I'm not super excited about it, to be honest with you. I don't really, wish I didn't have to go, but I do for production stuff. But yeah, I'm only going for like, I think I leave on a Sunday and come back on a Thursday. So you know what? I need to go back and figure out some of these logistics here. This gun, it's a little bit off, so because I need it all to line up with this guy over here. I know it's off. Yeah, so I won't be able to stream during that week, man. Are you getting back on your channel, Jeff? Oh, you have a good friend that lives there? Oh, that's cool. Do you know what part of Taiwan? I'm going to Tainan is where I'm going to be at. It's like it's about a 2-hour train ride away from Taipei. Yeah, I need to go in and, dude, I'm off on this. I feel like this needs to come out more. And, or I could push all this stuff back probably a little bit. Probably cheat it all a little. I'm probably off a little bit. I probably need to bring out that cylinder a bit more here. Center is definitely off on that back cylinder. It's because I forced the perspective a bit more on this one. I actually cheated this gun a little bit more. Yeah, what I might do is chop all this out right here and just scoot it over. Scoot that over. Add the cylinder on there to give it more appearance like that one. Oh, your mind is melted. All right. Hey, Bouquet, if you need help, go ahead and send me a private message. I'll take a look at your thing. I just don't want any crazy stuff on my channel. Looks like you left anyways. Gotta go. Okay. If you were using open canvas, we could be drawn together. Yeah. Actually, I'm probably gonna get off, Jeff. I think I'm gonna I think I'll probably end up fixing this later. The turret on the left would be much larger. Yeah, no, it's accurate. I mean, it is larger for sure. You can tell it's larger. But what I'm saying is that what I don't think I gave myself enough space. Here, I'll show you. I didn't give myself enough space between like all this and the front of the turret. So it's like you're looking straight at it pretty much. But I feel like it needs to get pushed back just a little bit more like this. You're gonna see just a little bit of that curvature, and you're gonna see these chambers coming out a little bit more, I think. At least that's what I feel like. And seeing then these other chambers come all the way back like this. So I need to actually fix the perspective on these as well. And so what that'll do is it'll carry over and it'll look kind of like this one now. But I forced the perspective more on this one versus this one to give it more of a dynamic look. So, but I just want to add this part in, this ring to the back. I think it'll help a little bit. It'll help sell the idea that that's a long cylinder. Because right now I feel like it looks stubby right now. At least that's what's bothering me. I was just messing and planting the seed for the future. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, cool. You will eventually give it a try. Right on, dude. Yeah, I got some stuff done on my playing card deck. I got your mech mostly finished for the most part. I'll go back and add some more details on this. So is this going to be weird for you, Jeff, rendering this thing? I'm kind of curious since it's all line work. Probably not. You'll just fill in all the shapes. Oh, I think Dragon Lord was saying goodbye, wasn't she? Oh, I'm sorry, Dragon Lord. Good night. I probably missed her by now. You'll just fill in the shapes and paint them. Yeah, right on. Yeah, I'm feeling tired. I don't think I can continue on this anymore. Had a good stream tonight, though, man. I appreciate everybody coming by. If you guys don't mind hanging out for a little bit longer, I'll raid somebody and you can just scream in there and yell chicken raid. Or cluck, 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 or something like that. Let's see who's on. Let's see. What up, Monsters guy is on. John L is on. Barrett's is on. Mr. Creep is on. Oh, what's this? Shoot. How about if I send you off? I'm gonna send you guys off to this So Much Monsters guy. He's a really cool dude, and he's a character designer for a new video game that hasn't launched yet. I don't think it's called dang, what's the name of it? It's got a really neat style. But I can't remember. Yeah, I saw that, Jeff. I could do Mr. Creep, but I think I'm going to send you guys to this monster guy. So here's the link. And I will host him. And I will talk to you all on Tuesday of next week. I don't think I won't get to get a third stream in because my wife's working tonight, and I usually try to get my third stream in when she's out working. So, I will talk to all you guys later. Oops. Oh shoot.